where I was in junior high. Stay silent, don't cause trouble, and ignore the girl in my class who's. She never speaks to anyone, always wears her hood up, and avoids eye contact. On top of that, she shows up to school with bruises on her arms and tiny purple marks showing through her sleeves, but no one pays attention. Not her teachers, not her classmates. She sits quietly. I run into her again the next day, and it feels weird. Covered head to toe, blank stare, she sits down at her lunch table, looks up and seems bewildered, but says nothing. I ask if she's okay, but she looks away, expecting me to leave, so I keep asking. It appears like you've been going through a tough patch recently. She murmurs, I'm fine, I'm exhausted, and I won't force her to talk. Instead, I'll sit with her at lunch for the next few days, eating our cafeteria food and occasionally babbling about stupid things. Before long, she starts answering, and I think it's a stupid movie. Your lunch is appalling, and you speak excessively about advancement. She gets irritated, wants me to go, and insists she's all right after I point out that she's limping somewhat. I finally decided I'd stop pretending and confront her directly about it. I refrain from directly confronting her for fear of frightening her, but I persist in sitting with her and talking to her, even though no one else seems to be doing the same. After a few weeks, she finally started to open up to me about her home life, including her parents, who yelled at her, and the people who broke into her house, which made her voice shake. Despite this, I listen and tell her she doesn't deserve it. I am aware of her walls start to come down little by little. She starts meeting me before school, waiting by my locker and talking about things she likes: books, art, and music. One day, she smiles a real smile, and it hits me how pretty she looks when she's not so guarded. She stops hiding her arms as the bruises fade, but I know the damage doesn't just disappear. Tell her that she's not alone anymore, not while I'm here one afternoon after school. I walk her home. You don't have to keep doing this, yeah, I do. It's called being your friend. Fast forward a year, and she's doing better. She found a counselor and switched to staying with a relative instead of her parents. She's still quite an outcast, but she's smiling more. She sits with me and my friends, and now her hood still comes up sometimes. We didn't get married and have 20 children together. Sometimes, folks need someone who cares.